Yo, what is up? Welcome back. Lunar New Year's 2023 promo is now live. We're going to be taking a look at these new card designs, looking at all the requirements for the fusions and everything that you need to know in this video. Now, me personally, I totally forgot about the Lunar New Year promo, being that last year and the year before that was probably my least favorite promo in this entire game. But these card designs are actually kind of decent. The way that they're doing the fusions now, at least, I don't know if they've done these in the past, but the way they're doing them now seems to be quite a bit of work. Y'all are going to have to let me know in the comments. But if you didn't know, January 22nd is when the Lunar New Year of 2023 officially starts. This year is also the Lunar New Year for the rabbit. All right, so before we jump into the actual requirements for the fusions, let's look at the card designs. Now, it's going to be Ignition, Cyclone, and Pantheon. And that's going to be the only 3 tiers. Now, whether or not you can pull the old ones on the draft board, they've done stuff like that with other promos in the past. I do not know, haven't tested that yet. Of course, that would be amazing if they did include that sort of thing on the draft board. But at least for the ones that we do have, it's going to be the final 3 tiers. First one, Ignition, we have 5 total cards, 4 NBA, 1 WNBA, and there's our WNBA SuperCard. Which the card design itself is pretty cool. Like I said, this is the year of the rabbit. So we're going to have all of these cards with the theme of a rabbit in the background somewhere. We got some fans, we got lanterns, and then of course the lights and all the other crazy looking designs as well. I mean, nothing too crazy, but I still think it's pretty solid. And as far as Lunar New Year goes, being that it's probably my least favorite promo, I think that these cards are pretty solid. Then we got Jordan Clarkson, which is a little weird to me. I don't know his background. I don't know where he's from, but apparently it's somewhere in Asia. So that's, cool. Good for him. But either way, though, he is the first NBA player. And then we got a second one, Watanabe. Don't know if I pronounce any of these correctly, but either way, that's what we're going to go with. And then we got a Hachimura, which is also another nice one. Kind of figured that he was going to be in there. And then we got Yao Ming. Yo, that's awesome that my ex-Rocket dude is in here. Now, interesting about this promo is that those 5 that were in Ignition are also the same 5 that is in Cyclone. Now, like I said, we've been out of the game for 9 months. So I don't know if they've done this in the past 9 months, but before that, they haven't done something like this before, where they included the same cards in multiple different tiers. But just looking at the card design of this one, I do like the green style just a little bit better. So yeah, I think this style is better. And like the Ignition base card design, I really don't like that all that much. It's just like, it's too bright and blended all together, at least with those colors. These you can certainly distinguish between like the tones and the colors and the blacks and grays and outlines. So I do like the Cyclone tier much better, but it's still the same 5 players. And then here is the design for the Pantheon. And cool thing about these cards is if you look at the bottom down here, right above the offense and defense, it says like a phrase or something that's like pulsating, 99 falls and 100 rises. Now that's only on his card. I believe Yao Ming says like the Great Wall, and then like Hachimura says like Ryu or something like that. And so they each have this like unique little phrase down there at the bottom of the card. So I think that's a kind of a nice addition, and I do like the style of the Pantheon as well. But now let's jump into the requirements of the actual fusion to complete these cards, and this is something different than I have ever experienced before. Y'all gonna have to let me know in the comments if they've done a fusion like this before. But starting off with the first one, it looks like it's only gonna be 1 tier for the ingredients. It's gonna be a ruby rabbit. And so for the first card, you put in 8 total ruby rabbits, and you're going to get a card based on your tier. For Cyclone Plus Plus, by the way, we will be hitting Pantheon tonight, so be on the lookout for that video coming soon. And then, so that's pretty simple. 8 rubies, you should be able to pick them up pretty easy on the draft board if you want to do that, but I certainly wouldn't recommend it. you're definitely much better off to try to grind your way to get a Pantheon Pro, especially if you're a new player. This is a fantastic thing to do, to be able to grind and get up there. But now the next one is going to be 6 rabbits and then 2 additional cards. And this one is going to give you one of the ignition cards. And that's pretty decent. I mean, low activation time, 2 hours, and then only 6 rabbits, which I think you could get on the draft board really easy, hopefully really easy. We'll just have to see about that. And then the third one is going to be in order to get a Cyclone. Now, in order to get a Cyclone, you have to do 2 ignitions. So to get an ignition, remember you need 6 rabbits and then 2 extra cards. So that's 12 total rabbits per each one of the Cyclones. And so then you need to put in 4 more rabbits. And so 16 total rabbits, 2 total ignitions, and that's going to give you 1 single Cyclone. Now that part of it, at least for the fusions, is not anything new to me. Now we've had plenty of those in the past that have, required the lower tiered in order to get the higher tier. This is what's different though. Now they broke up the 5 Pantheon cards into 5 separate fusions. And so this particular fusion, this is a Yao Ming fusion. So if I want to get the Yao Ming, which I guess is one thing that I like about these fusions, is that you could pick which one of the Pantheons you want to work on. But the problem is you got to have obviously luck on your side, being that, well, in order to get this, you actually need 3 Cyclones, 3 Cyclone Yao Mings, not just any Cyclone, but a Cyclone Yao Ming. And you need to get an ignition Yao Ming. So remember that with the Cyclones, it requires 2 ignitions. So right here is 6 total ignitions and then 7 total ignitions right here with this Yao Ming. Now, of course, here's the problem. The packs are random. There's 5 cards. Every time you do a pack, you're going to get a random card. And so it might be pretty tough to get the person you want. I mean, or get the card you want. If I really want Yao Ming, it's quite possible I do Cyclone pack after Cyclone pack after Cyclone pack and don't pull a Yao Ming. I mean, just on average, you got a 1 in 5 shot. And so you'd have to open up 5 packs on average to guarantee yourself a Yao Ming. If you want 3 of them total, 3 Cyclones, that's 15 total packs. But then again, you're going to fill up 1 of them eventually. And so I guess that is good. But so it's kind of good, kind of bad. But this is really interesting in which that, it's different than I've ever seen it before. But at least you get to pick the one you want to do. Kind of. Now, I didn't see any quests up currently, not saying there's going to be any, but I wouldn't think there would be, being that there's fusions. And of course, they got packs in the store for you to check out if you want to just buy them. But either way, let me know in the comments what you think about these fusions. Let me know what you think about the card designs and all that stuff. And if they've done this before where it's just the same 5 players in all 3 of the tiers. I think that's kind of interesting. But either way, be on the lookout for that Pantheon video coming soon, because we're going to get there tonight, do my freebie and all that stuff. I will see y'all next time. Y'all take it easy. We're out. Peace.